This past weekend, we made a short visit to IKEA and I noticed some new things in their collection. I will be sharing that with you today, along with what I purchased from IKEA as well. So keep watching till the very end. We reached IKEA with the intention of having breakfast there itself. The best part is, compared to other outlets here in Berlin, the breakfast here is pretty cost effective. So we picked up whatever we liked, and usually I don't skip the waffles or the pancakes that I love combining with custard. After two failed attempts, I realized that the coffee machine was out of milk, which is why I only got black coffee in my mug. I really like that everything is serve yourself at IKEA so you can customize your own meal. Anyways, we had a delightful breakfast, and after a quick morning chat in peace with each other, we were ready to hit the marketplace at IKEA. Right from the get go, I saw a lot of new things like these glass mugs that were super lightweight and had a glass handle too. These spatulas seemed interesting with a wooden handle. This was a set of two. We moved further and also found some more new kitchen accessories with wooden handles. And these crystal-like bowls were also fairly new, I guess. Cookie cutters of all sizes were, I think, a seasonal item that may not be available later after Christmas. These large new mittens again seemed to have been added for Christmas. For those who do a lot of baking, this could be a nice option. Continuing in the baking section were yellow and white and even light green bakeware, which I think were the highlight. The yellow one is surely new. The white ones had a small size too, and that was pretty cute. I'm not sure, but this range is made of cast iron, I think. Do you have any feedback on it? This chopping board is pretty nice since it's fairly thick, but it was quite lightweight. It comes in two sizes. I loved the larger one, but I didn't get it since I already have others at home. I also found this pretty large square and dark brownish board. This wasn't very heavy and had a nice texture on it too. This would be a good buy if you wish to cover your countertop and use it as a worktop. Loved it. This two-tier bamboo stand is meant for us Indians. You could store all of your aloo pyaz in it. It has lids too and can be converted into a smaller size for ease of storage. IKEA introduced a lot of new organization products for the fridge. So if you're somebody who enjoys that, then they had some pretty good quality acrylic sort of containers, that too with lids that could be used to keep the fridge looking pretty. In the trays, a red bamboo one was newly added and it seemed perfect for Christmas decor. Some textures in placemats that I'm going to get next time for sure. We found 2 to 3 new dinner sets in the crockery section. These blue ones also in purple and light pink. These had a subtle brownish yellowish edge to them. The dark purple one is fairly a different sort of a color that I haven't seen at a lot of places. The good part is that these are not as heavy as the other ones that IKEA sells. I also noticed this blue mug on the side, actually a jar, that seemed interesting. A set of 3 mini bowls with a wooden base for serving snacks was pretty cute too. You could consider this for dips as well. Okay, baskets being my all-time favorite section of IKEA had new designs too. You can see how happy it makes me to find them. My husband couldn't resist capturing me because I usually go mad in here. Before we continue in this paradise, give me a big thumbs up or drop a short message if you like a video coverage for the IKEA products just like we did in this video, and I'd be happy to make something like this again when there's an update in their products. The cups or mugs had a couple of new pieces but nothing that I'd fancy buying. I think IKEA could do much better in this department since I haven't seen any good and interesting designs for so long now. This coffee maker was nice. Bed or sofa throws were in plenty and many new ones were added. So many colors and textures that I couldn't take my eyes off of them. Although since I already have many, I bought only a basic one that was very functional and mainly meant to be used as a bed cover. We'll show that also in a bit. In the bathing section, I found a couple of new colors for the accessories, including this lavender set. Camera is unfortunately not picking up the accurate color. I also spotted this transparent sort of greenish set and a cream colored pair that gave off a minimal vibe. This is what I use to organize my countertop boards and oil bottles. So many of you keep asking me about it, and this comes in a set of 3 or 2 I guess. The lights section is my husband's favorite, and this is where I take the back seat. IKEA has a complete smart light range, so that is worth exploring, and usually the bulbs are pretty reasonable. Can't say the same for all the lamps that they sell, but the designs are pretty minimal and chic. There were a lot of new candle holders, like this silver one is a bit vintagey. I think this one had 2 sizes in a set. These bamboo ones are similar to what I have and I love them. They go with any sort of decor, a must buy in my opinion. Towards the end, I also found this beautiful bouquet of dried flowers. The last bit of this store takes you to the fresh and faux plants section. This was where our visit came to an end, after which we returned home. Now that I'm back home, I'll quickly show some things that I brought back. Starting with the basics are these dish mats that I use next to the sink to keep and dry the hand-washed things. These mats are pretty easy to store since these fold into half and I wash them in the washing machine itself. These come in handy on a day-to-day basis. I also got a few cushion covers this time and all 3 had a different texture and fabric, so to say. Like this blue printed one can be combined with other plain cushions on the sofa. This color is pretty easy to combine with others. This second dark green one was super cozy and warm with a waffle-like texture on it. This was pretty soft to touch too. I think this one came in a couple of other lighter shades too if that interests you. I bought a single piece in order to combine with others. The third one is a classic black linen cushion cover. Black can instantly uplift the look of any space with its dark and contrasting appearance most of the time. This bluish soft bed sheet or fitted sheet was a new addition that said organic. I don't know what that means. I like the feel of the fabric, which is why I got it, but the size was kinda smaller for us, so I'll be returning it. Small things included this wine bottle opener. We got the pink plates from the section that I had shown earlier. These have a deeper base that is good for pasta, noodles, or even khichdi and pulao. Found a couple of gorgeous looking planters. Apart from this, there were a few other designs too in the same shades and many other sizes as well. I think this would be a great addition in the winter season, and the green foliage totally stands out further. So this color is a great pick if you ask me. Let's move on to some candles. These longer sticks came in a bundle of 20 if I'm not wrong, and we found them to be more affordable than those that we buy at other local retailers over here. They fit tightly in the candle holder due to their gripping bottom, which I enjoy. Two little scented candles for areas like work tables or offices. This package of 4 cream colored candles is perfect for my dining room table and looks very stunning when lit. This white candle holder is a classic at IKEA and has been available since forever, I think. Many of you frequently ask me about the wooden tray or organizer that I mentioned earlier, so I'm sharing it with you here. At IKEA, this cannot be found in the kitchen section but in the bath instead. I use it to arrange items on my countertop, also to organize the bottles on the countertop. I wanted to get a new blanket to replace my old one because it gets so cold on the sofa all the time. It's a basic fleece type of a blanket and it comes in a ton of other colors like a greener and a lighter shade also. Although I've seen this in a lot of other shops, apart from IKEA, I thought the material used here was far more superior, which is not always the case with IKEA, but in this one I felt so. This is also available not in the usual throws section but in the duvet and the bedsheet department. I did show you a couple of baskets and I think IKEA has added a lot more designs recently. These simple and basic ones I liked because these had a fair bit of height to them. They were taller than the usual ones. Since I wanted to change my old onion potato basket that wasn't very tall, in which the veggies would peek through way too much than what I would like. I can now easily store about 2 kgs of onion without it showing through. I think I bought the earlier baskets about 5 years ago and now these ones are such a fresh and bright change over here. I don't like them to have lids since then it's easier to grab without the lids. Also, the size isn't so big that I would find picking up the entire basket very uncomfortable. The fridge got a good refresh this ways. So that was most of the things I found this time. I keep getting questions on how I store so many things in this little kitchen with the limited space. Well, there are a few tricks up my kitty, one of which I've shared earlier as well. I like to keep rotating the crockery, jars or even the boxes that I use in my home. That way everything gets its due attention and there's variety for me too. Now shuffling could also mean as simple a thing as bringing down some bowl from the upper cabinet to the lower drawers and vice versa. Also, the current system in the drawers isn't as much clean or organized as I'd like for it to be had I more space. So I cannot deny that I have to keep the things in a more congested fashion than I would have liked. So here I made use of a drawer divider to make the trays stay on one side and the rest of the space for bowls that I use mostly for fridge things. I had to make a choice between making it look neat or making more use of the things. So for now, this is how it is. Although in my opinion, if there is scope and you can make the cabinets or your drawers more breathable, then please go ahead and do that because that will only make the kitchen work and cooking as an activity way more enjoyable. So keep less and if possible, keep with space within your drawers. I'm going to share this easy but flavorful recipe especially for all Indians living abroad who are tired of cooking at home but still don't wish to order in. It's an easy recipe but one that will make for hardly any cooking, hardly any chopping and still give you a restaurant-like feel and set the weekend for a nice movie night post-dinner at home itself. I had some spaghetti with me so thought of making a quick dinner with it. We will basically chop some garlic and add that to olive oil. Onion goes in as well. We are basically going to add gochujang paste along with basic cooking cream to make for the sauce. Since I had a long day, this seemed like the perfect way to end the day without much effort in cooking. Salt, chili flakes and oregano goes in. However, fresh basil leaves would be even better. The sauce cooks in no time for this recipe. After spending a fair bit of time outdoors, having a comforting home-cooked meal just like this one is such a bliss. I would urge you to please consider subscribing to the channel and show your love if you've enjoyed the vlog today. And please do share your thoughts in the comment section. Until next time, here's Homegups signing off. See ya later, folks.